Gonna wear that dress you like, skin tight. Do my hair up real nice, and syncopate my skin to your heart beating. Cause I just wanna look good for you, good for you.
Hey girls, so today I'm going to be showing you how to get a perfectly nice glowy skin or glow from within look for summertime. It is perfect for summertime because you're just going to look like a glowing goddess without looking oily or gross or just too overdone. For summer, I do this a lot and it's really going to look pretty, I promise. So if you want to know how to achieve this beautiful look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get into this. The whole point of this face tutorial or makeup tutorial is to show you how to get that really natural glow from within skin without looking like an oil rig by the end. I know people think that when they want to try to achieve glowy skin that they should use the illuminating primer and the dewy foundation and the sparkly setting powder, all these sparkly highlighters, but the key to getting that perfect glow is honestly, it's all in the powders. It's not really so much getting that really dewy foundation look. You should want to use a more natural semi-matte foundation. So, to start off, I'm going to prime my skin with my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So I'm literally just going to put all over the skin. It's just going to give me, it's going to, you know, it's going to help as a base for my foundation as well as give me a really nice, you know, dewy look. I'm going to be using a natural foundation. You don't want something that's super heavy duty and dewy and all that stuff. You really want to keep it natural if you really want that natural glow. If you really want to do the full coverage glow, then, you know, use a full coverage. Ones I recommend are NARS. There's one by NARS. There's the Estee Lauder Double Wear, the MAC foundations. They're all really good, full coverage, but for this look, I'm going for a more flawless, natural look, so I'm going to be using Gosh Natural Touch Foundation. And I'll be taking a sponge to apply this. You can use this sponge wet or dry. I'm going to be using it dry today. So just taking some of the product, getting it warmed up on the back of my hand, and just starting to apply this to my skin. I can already tell off the bat that this skin is a little bit orange for me. It's my first time using this foundation, but it's whatever. I think this is what I should have done in the first place. Blend. I don't think this part's really too important just because, you know, it's just me applying foundation. So I'll probably just speed up through this part and let go. Okay, so that's just the foundation. As you can see, kind of just evens up my skin tone. I know it's a little bit dark, but I'm going to bronze up my face and make it really glowy, and it's just going to blend in really nicely. So now I'm going to be highlighting with concealer. This is literally my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world. When you just want to go underneath the eyes, you know, just basic highlighting. You might think, how is this going to give me that glowy, you know, how is this going to enhance anything? Honestly, this is going to do so much. It's going to brighten up your high points of your face, and it's really just going to brighten up your whole face in general, and it's just going to really give that appearance of a glowy, light, bright face. Now you can go on and highlight the bridge of your nose, cupid's bow, chin, and a little bit of the forehead. Going back in with that same sponge, just gonna go crazy with blending this out.
I just bought some drugs of a man I didn't know.
As you can tell already, look at the difference that this concealer has made. It has lifted up this whole area. Before, the area was just one-dimensional, super flat. Now it's kind of given this three-dimensional look with a really nice lift. Sorry if you can hear my dog. I got 4 dogs now and they're crazy. But yeah, just keep blending out your concealer. Now we're going to set that with a nice powdered highlight. I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light contouring palette. This is literally my favorite Holy Grail contouring palette. I've tried the Anastasia, the NYX, all of those palettes. Nothing compares to my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. It works with so many skin tones, from fair to like a dark, deep, rich tone. And the highlighting colors are literally outstanding. This banana shade, right in the center over here, the bomb. So I'm going to be taking just my Real Techniques setting brush, and it's a really nice small tapered under eye or just general setting brush. Really perfect for the under eye though, because it's so small and it just really gets into all the areas. So just dipping my brush into the banana shade or the middle shade of the highlighting powders in the palette, and just really gonna tap that on to the highlight. You really don't want to, you know, like swish or swirl. You really just want to really pat it on. This is going to prolong the wear of the concealer and the foundation, and it's also just going to make sure you're not, you know, moving or smudging the foundation. You also want to make sure you're tapping off any excess on the brush, because you really don't want your under eye to be caked full of product. As you can tell, like, look how big of a difference this has made. I'll put like a before and after, or, you know, like, you could just tell by how the video progresses that this is just making such a big difference. Okay, so now to set the rest of the face, what I'm going to be taking is my Physicians Formula Happy Glow Booster Translucent Powder. This is one of those really nice translucent powders that has a little bit of shine and sparkle without having like the glitter and the chunkiness and the grossness of it. And it's supposed to just give your face an overall nice natural glow without looking too sparkly. So I'm going to be taking a fluffy powder brush to apply this, because I don't really want to take a flat top brush and press this into my skin, because then you really will get that sparkly look. What we really want is a really just nice dusted light layer of powder. I'm saying really a lot and I apologize. I don't know if you can tell by now, but like this is just giving me a really pretty glow. Really make sure you get the neck. So now we're going to move on to bronzing the skin. I have a couple alternatives that you could use to bronze the skin. I just mean like different bronzers. What you want to start off with to get the glow before you do the contour is you obviously want to use a bronzer. The bronzer is just going to warm up the skin instead of having a one-dimensional flat face. And like, you know, if you just have a contour, I just feel like it's not enough. Like, you're going to have a really nice harsh line. I feel like you have to bronze before you can contour. I'm going to be sticking with the one I know how to use, and it is the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzer. I'm going to be taking just a kabuki brush, swirling my brush into the bronzer, and just bronzing up my face. And it's just going to give us a nice bit of color and glow. And you want to make sure you get, not the cheekbones, but like the tops, you know, like the backs of your cheekbones. And just make sure you get down under here. Pretty much just want to apply this anywhere where the sun would hit you. Now going back into my Kat Von D Shade and Light contouring palette, I'm going to be picking a contour shade. What I like to do is I like to mix Subconscious and Shadow Play, and those two are like my all-time favorites. I'm going to be taking Subconscious and Shadow Play, just tapping them back and forth like into each of the bronzer, and going right into the hollows of my cheekbones, and just slowly start chiseling. I don't like to drag my contour in too much, just to about here, and then I really like to define the back. Just chisel. And now I'm going to just blend it all out. That is the only part of my face that I will be contouring. I don't want to add too much on here since we've already bronzed. I really just like defining my cheekbones a little bit. So we've highlighted the under eyes, and now it's time to move on to the rest of the face highlighting, like powder highlighting. Some people like to use liquid highlighters, like the one from NYX, which is the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in Sunbeam. I'm not a fan of liquid illuminators. I feel like they just dry on my skin and they just look really weird and splotchy. My holy grail highlighter is my Lorac Perfectly Lit highlighter, and it is in Spotlight. It's literally my favorite. As you can see, hit pan, I barely have any left. What I'm going to be doing is taking a fan brush and just going over my forehead, my nose, tip of my nose, cheekbones, chin, a little bit of Cupid's bow. The point in this is to make sure your face is glowy and not to look oily. You don't want to go overboard on the highlight. And I'll show where the proper places to highlight are, because if you just dust this all over your face, you will look really shiny by the end of the day, or oily, and you don't want that. You want the nice glow. So taking a fan brush. Fan brushes are perfect for highlighting because it'll distribute a perfect amount of product without giving, you know, like the really, you know, too much product look. I don't know why I'm at a loss for words. I swear I can talk normally when I'm not filming. Tapping my brush into this, we're going to start by highlighting the cheekbones. Right here, you want to pat the product right over here. And just, like, look at that glow. You can see that? There's a really nice glow going on. Now for the rest of the face. You want to highlight just the tip of your nose. You want to highlight right underneath the lip. Not necessarily on the chin. Right underneath the lip. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. And the forehead. The trick to doing the forehead is you don't want to distribute all of right here. You kind of want to do it above the eyebrows and just a little bit in the center. If you put too much on, like I've mentioned, you will look oily. So, right above the eyebrows. And right in the center. I like a really strong highlight, so if you want a really strong highlight, go in twice with the highlighting product. The last step to do is add a nice highlighting or illuminating blush. I like this one from Milani in Dulce Pink. The one I do recommend though is Luminoso. I just couldn't get my hands on it. But this is just a really nice marbled big blush. It's a really pretty pink color with nice golden shimmer in it. I don't know if you could see that, but it's beautiful. So I'm just going to be taking a EcoTools brush. This is perfect for blush. Slightly tapping my product in it, getting enough product on the brush though. Smiling just on the apples. You don't want to drag it upwards because we don't want to contour the cheeks with blush. Just right here.
I got that California.
So that is just how you achieve a perfectly glowy look for summer. It is just, it's so beautiful. It's going to give you a beautiful glow from within without looking too gross and oily, and it's just, it looks beautiful. So if you enjoy makeup tutorials, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and check out my channel, my other videos, subscribe, like this video, comment, and don't forget to check me out on all my social media, which is always linked down below. It's mostly KianaCairnsxo and everything. That is for Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and then Facebook and Tumblr are also linked down below. So if you want to give me a follow on those, I will most likely give you a follow back. So, yeah. One last thing before I go, I really want to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, don't forget to leave any questions down in the down bar down below. The down bar down below. That is for me. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Any questions you may have. I really want to do a Q&A. I just feel like Q&As will be so much fun. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, girls. Mwah. Love you.